Hey folks, CharlotteLivingForHealth.com, and today I want to talk to you about the post-rehab wrist and elbow. Now, if you have any issues at the wrist and elbow, I've got 3 basic exercises and stretches that might help you out. Now, some of the more common issues, carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, those are the more common ones that might be giving you a problem. So generally what we want to do is strengthen the muscles around the forearm here that support our wrist and our elbow. So here's exercise number 1. It's a basic flexion. So I've got a dumbbell in my hand here. Now I want to make sure, and I'm sitting down right now, I want to make sure that my forearm is supported in all of these exercises here. So this is a very basic one, just basic wrist flexion. Now what I'm doing is letting that dumbbell go a little bit lower, holding my fingers here, and then I bring it up. And what I can feel, I can put my hand here, and I can feel my flexors flexing. So there's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're just going to flip this over and get our extensors here. So I'm going to keep the same dumbbell in my hand here, and I'm just going to do the opposite motion here and extend. And again, if I put my hand on my muscles on the forearm here, I can really feel them acting here. So that's exercise number 2, very basic. So let's look at what about rotation and really working around the elbow here. So now I get something more fun. I wanted to get something with a longer lever here. It's a hammer. So if I put this hammer in my hand and I simply rotate back and forth here, pronation, supination, but the fact that it's a little bit longer, it's giving more weight. So I could do, and you could do this with anything. If you have a body bar, you could do this. But again, I could also do this with a dumbbell. Same thing. This is a little bit easier because I'm in the middle of the dumbbell here. I make it a little bit harder by lengthening my lever, and then I work them a little bit more, and I put my hand here, and I'm working all the way around here. Okay, so that's how we work some of the muscles around our forearm here to strengthen the supporting muscles. Now, there's a couple of great stretches that you could do, and these are things, if you're like me and you have a desk job, these are stretches you could do on any given day. Stretch number 1 here is simply putting your arm out, extending those fingers, and pulling them with the opposite hand. And when I pull those, I can really feel the stretch in my forearm here. So this is a great stretch to do even daily if you need. Conversely, if we just turn our arm over, now normally what we think to do is just do the opposite, lengthen the fingers and push. What's happening is if you keep your fingers lengthened, you're really just stretching the wrist here. So what I want you to do is make a fist, push your hand here, and then you can really feel the stretch up here on the forearm. So give that a try, and you can try both. Put the fingers and then try it with the wrist, and you'll feel a difference. And you get a nice, great stretch right in the forearm there. So there you go. If you have any issues at the wrist, at the elbow, try these basic exercises and stretches, and I hope they help you. Thanks so much for watching.